Welcome to PDINA, Royally Teachable Moments. Some great teachable moments. If only people would listen. If only you would listen, you would get what I am saying and understand, instead of thinking, why are you hating? Why are you hating? Maybe try to listen to learn. Listen to learn. Okay, here's Mr. Otis again, folks. Okay, so for those of you who are not members on my channel, I did a video about Otis's weight, and he was slightly overweight. I took him to the vet. If you're a member, you can see all of that. Check the video out. But otherwise, he is on a diet and doing better. Thanks for all of your concern and love. I'm learning, and I know how to listen. And that's what needs to happen with other people that want to get ahead in life and not have such issues around trying to do things to better improve their lives, such as Meghan Markle. Okay, so what is going on with Meghan now? And I think the reason why Meghan is such the controversial topic around all of this, first of all, she's a woman of color, divorced, American, actress, all things I can relate to. Oh, yes. So that's why I speak about her the most, because she's the one doing the most wrongdoing as far as I'm concerned. She's the one that most people can learn from, because they see her actions and they can think whether or not this behavior that is so controversial right now is okay. And it's not. It's not. And case in point is what I'm talking about today. And the reason why Meghan is not going to succeed in anything that she does in Hollywood is for what I'm speaking about today. And, you know, if you just try to understand with the ears to help you get a grasp on it and with better insight, then just maybe you can pass on some words of wisdom to this woman. Or maybe she's even listening, because I found out that Meghan has allegedly, of course we have to say allegedly, right? 23 social media accounts. Now, if you think Meghan does not have social media, if you think she is not monitoring and watching what is happening on Twitter and YouTube, you know what? You really are being deceived by a woman who has proven to be a liar. Even to the courts, proven to be a liar. So why wouldn't she lie about being on social media when prior to marrying into the royal family, she hesitantly gave up her social media accounts? She's doing it undercover. She like looking, she watching, but is she looking and watching to learn something? Well, let me tell you something. I think if she watched my channel, she would learn a thing or two. And this is what my advice to her is why she's not going to make it in Hollywood. And this is a good article that I want to address. Meghan Markle is too controversial. She has too much baggage. And we all know it all began with the controversial Oprah Winfrey interview, which was the lead up to the train wreck, the car crash that I spoke about continually. And it was like, Oprah Winfrey interview, okay, we're going this way. And that way, my friends, was downhill. And so people see that they've bashed the royals. They don't have a work ethic. They're lazy. They're entitled. And then it made everything kind of pop with the Oprah interview. Like, yeah, you the problem. They're talking about the royals being the problem. But then it's like people's eyes got opened up to who they really are from what they didn't do. And from what they did say about the royals from the Oprah interview and the subsequent things with the Netflix doc and the book Spare. People saw you ain't nothing but naysayers. You don't have no talent outside of talking about the royals. You can't even come up with good quality content outside of the royal family. So what talent, what good information do you have that would be of interest to people outside of bashing the royals? And you don't even have access to them anymore. They're finding it very difficult for people to look at them and take them seriously because they've done things that have really been around the same theme the whole time. You're not reputable. This is how Harry has had his own taste with a deal with the devil, because you sold out your family. And that was the only way you're going to get best selling. by selling out your family. That right there should be a sign that you will not have any success unless you are bashing your family, which I believe is selling your soul to the devil. You are putting aside the reputation that your family has. You're trying to give it out as something that could be paid for and bought by you, Harry. Meghan herself is even bashing the royals with the little bit of access that they gave her, which she should have been thankful for. You would have been thankful to have that kind of access inside the lives of these people. But yet she couldn't even keep that a secret. She had to go make money off of it. So she herself has sold her soul as well. So what does that do? It says to people that you can't be trusted. No one can trust you. So how is it that Meghan can have a successful career when there are allegations of her bullying people? There are allegations around how she treats people that are her loved ones, her own family, how she has treated the family of the royals who gave her opportunity. Now, this is the kicker, folks. This is the kicker. Guess what has recently come out? Recently, it has come out through an investigation that Meghan was behind the planting of stories that were meant to slam the Queen. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This woman is busted. Busted. It's come out that you, Meghan Markle, were behind the stories that were meant to discredit or to slam the Queen, who has worked her entire life to build a great continuity around this institution that's been around over 1,000 years. And what happens? This scallywag of a woman comes waltzing in through marriage. And what does she want to do? She wants to sell them out for her own personal gain. This is a woman that does not want to even learn to be better. She just is there to do the most harm. You can't be trusted with this information in which you even married, that you made a vow for, that they traditionally are very hesitant to let people in with access. And they were like, okay, we're going to try with this woman of color. We're going to give it a try. We're going to try to let in someone with different blood than us. Let's just give it a try. And what happens when they do? They get burned. They get burned by a woman who is so spiteful. This is why Meghan was the worst woman of color to marry into this family, because she just did not make great representation for so many different things that she is. So she can't even be trusted with this family. And they gave her a shot. And what did she do? Slammed. Wanted to make the Queen look like a horrible person. After all the years of service and commitment of doing things that put her self-interest aside, but was there for the institution, for the crown. And all these years she worked and gave up herself in her service and did such an impeccable job at it. And then this woman waltzes in, and her main objective is to make the Queen look horrible by having access, by having that secret behind the wall information that was privy to her. She sold it and got the grandson to sell his too. She got herself and her husband to sell their souls to the devil, to make money, to have all these things. And what is the saying? What is the saying? Whether you're religious or not, what is a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? It's deep. It's very deep. And it's very meaningful in a lot of ways. It's groundbreaking. It's historical. And for people that don't see that think that this is just to bash and look and gossip and all these things, you are missing it. This is over your head. You're not even smart enough to listen to the things and the words that I am speaking, because you can't even think on the level in which I am speaking to you right now. So you can just go get to kicking rocks as far as I'm concerned. So people see that, they watch it and like, girl, we don't trust you. You don't know how to keep your mouth shut. You are a snitch. You are the Duchess of Snitches, as far as we're concerned, because you don't know how to shut your mouth. You know how they say, like, shut your mouth, girl, shut it up. And you don't know how to do it. See, Meghan, she ain't been around enough people that would set her straight, because she thinks she can just waltz all pretty through the world doing all these things of nonsense and nobody's gonna smack it down. Well, she finally getting her smackdowns, and she don't know how to handle it. Why do you think you have not heard from this woman? Why do you think she is so low profile right now? She ain't trying to come out. She's coming out like with the peekaboo with this 4th of July parade, who some are saying that that's not even her in the pictures. And I can see Meghan is plotting. She's just like, okay, what can I do now? Oh, okay. Let me see if I can just say that I can't be successful with my husband. So she like, okay, let me try to put it out there that I got to come out as a solo brand. And she's a typing and she's a working and she's giving it to her PR people. And she's saying, okay, put this out there. Just like she did when she was slamming the queen, folks. She is plotting and planning behind the scenes the whole time. We can see this. So this right there, we can see Hollywood does not trust her. They can see she doesn't really have talent because she hasn't come out with anything that was contrary to her bashing the royals. So as we can see, Meghan is not really going to be able to brand herself in a way that is successful. And not to mention that she really doesn't have that much talent, folks. She doesn't have anything that people are wanting to hear. We don't want to hear about your made up stories about that Pearl thing. And now this whole Great Expectations show that she's going to try to pitch to Netflix to sell. I've told you once and I'm going to tell you again. Netflix is not going to sign anything that this woman is going to do unless it is going to be a peekaboo into her personal and private life. She has sold her soul to the devil. And guess what, folks? It's time to pay the devil. He wants what he wants. Give it up. Give it up. Will she do it? Won't she do it? I don't know, but we'll wait and we'll see what she's going to do because it's historical. It is groundbreaking. It's never happened before this way, especially. And we're going to talk about it because she is forever setting the tone for what she is doing that could influence who will also be allowed into the royal household again after what this woman does. She has set a precedence that I hope the royal family will follow and look at a little bit more carefully the next time they allow someone else to marry into their family. Oh, and just breaking now, I just got word that their Netflix series is snubbed from the Emmys shortlist. So that is not going to happen. More bad news for you. And I wonder why. Who are the people that vote for the Emmys? Oh, industry insiders. Oh, yes. Okay. Case in point, you're not getting an Emmy now. So go kick some rocks. Just go kick rocks because that's the only thing you can really do at this moment that is meaningful to a lot of people. Just go kick you some rocks, girl, because ain't nobody listening to you. The Emmys are going to be announced September 18th. We can rest assured that it's not going to be Harry and Meghan now. They've been snubbed from the short list of those who could be nominated. Bye-bye.